Hi everybody, Patty Ann here. And if you'll recall, hold on a second. In my YouTube video, I said I was going to take a plate like this and do some vinyl with it. And I've decided what I'm going to do, something for my friend's mom. So follow me down here onto my computer. Okay, I'm at a new canvas. I obviously just clicked the new button and I'm going to use a template. Now I could come over here and type in the word plate or dish or something like that, but I'm just going to scroll down just so you can get an idea quickly as to some of the templates that are available here. I will eventually get down, I'm almost there, to the plate. There we go, plates. I'm going to click on that. And notice what it says up here. It says templates are intended for reference only and will not be saved with your project. So they're not going to cut, they're not going to print, they're not going to do any of that. Okay, I'm going to do the round salad plate and I'm going to do custom. And I'm changing this to 10.5 because I measured my plate. And then I'm going to hit enter. So now my plate is the proper size that I want it to be. I'm going to use this key down here, or the little area on the lower left, to make it a little smaller so it'll fit on my screen more carefully. Now, the other thing that I did was I went to Google, and I didn't go to Google Images particularly because I just wanted to see what were some things that are available that kind of go with butterflies. There are so many cute ones. I think I'll just make mine say butterflies are nature's angels. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my Cricut design space. And maybe the first thing I'm going to do is to look in the images and find a butterfly that I like. Not sure why my caps is on. Gotta turn that off. All right, there's lots and lots of butterflies in here. I happened to see a couple that I liked. This one is cute, is pretty. Insert that. I'm going to try a few just to see what I like. I think I just like this one color one. And I'm going to duplicate him a few times up here in the upper right hand corner. Maybe 3. I think I might resize, and to keep him proportionate, I believe if I hold down my shift key, yes, that keeps it so it's proportionate. Now my plate is simply flat. It doesn't have like a flat part and then a raised part, so I'm able to put my butterflies all over the whole thing. Maybe just like that. And then I'm going to put down here that butterflies are nature's angels. So I'm going to go to the text tool and type in butterflies are nature's angels. Make sure you don't put angles. Okay, butterflies are nature's angels. Okay, so there's this. Now that's pretty ugly looking text. Okay, and now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change the kind of text that this is. Right now it's the Cricut Sans, and one of the texts that I really like that's on my system because I purchased it is way down here. Samantha is what it's called, the Samantha font. You've probably heard people talking about using it before, and I could have probably typed in the word Samantha right here, but here we go now. Samantha font. Okay, there's Samantha Italic or Samantha Upright. I think I'll do the Samantha Italic and see how that turns out. Oh yeah, see, isn't that pretty? So the next thing that I want to do is I want to click on my text. And I want to change my spacing, my letter spacing. So that's going to start bringing everything together. See how that's working for me? Okay. And that looks pretty good, except for I'm going to fix a little bit more of it. And I think I want this N to be a capital N. So once again, I can double click in my text and it comes up in the box down here and I can change it. Okay, now I'm going to ungroup it because I'm just going to take the word butterflies, and so I'll draw a box around it, take it, and I want it up near the top. And then the next two words I'm going to have in the center are whoops, I didn't mean to get the A. So I'm going to say, there we go. Our natures. Then I'm going to take the word, or the whole word angels, and put that down here. Okay, this is just to give us an idea of placement. Then I'm going to move around my butterflies a little bit. Bring them down a bit so I can put the word butterflies in here. Take the word butterflies and move it, oopsie, and move it down like that. And, oh, what I think I will do, since it's separate letters, is I might just rotate it a bit. Now I want to make my B bigger. I'm going to rotate him a little bit. Put him there. The U, rotate him just a bit. Put him there. The T, and I can actually zoom in some so it's easier for me to see what I'm doing. And do the T, rotate a bit, put it there. And I want them to touch because I'm going to weld this stuff together so it all prints out together. Not prints, I'm sorry. So when I cut it, they're all hooked together. And I probably really want to zoom in just a bit more to make sure that I'm really getting them touching properly. Okay, butter, that looks pretty good. F, turn him just a little bit. L, turn just a little tiny bit. I, E, S. All right, let's see how that looks when I zoom out. Okay, it looks pretty good, except for I didn't rotate these at all, especially the I a little bit, and the E a little bit, and the S a little bit. Okay, let's see. Whoopsie. Okay, let me grab this whole thing and move it over a hair, and I can rotate the whole thing like that a bit. Okay, so there's butterflies. And I actually think I want to make it all bigger if I can. Let's see. Hold down the shift maybe. Okay, for the R Natures Angels, now that Natures looks pretty good except for this S doesn't look like it's touching the E. And angels, I want these to all be touching. And I don't want that period, so I'm going to highlight it and click delete on my keyboard. I don't really like how this looks up here, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl this E around a little bit more, or bring it and bring it down some. And the S, and it's kind of nice that I have this little line here to help guide me. So maybe I just want to have all of these on the line if I can. If I rotate that. Let's see what happens. So that little line that I have there really helps me make everything look nice. That looks like it needs to rotate just a tad. The B looks pretty good. Maybe rotate it a little bit more. Butterflies. I don't think I can get the R to match up perfectly. Okay, I want to get in there a little bit more clearly because I don't think that this S is on here very well. So let me rotate him a little bit and move him over. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, the T's aren't touching, so I think I'll move that T over. And the U appears to still be touching. The E is not very well touching. There we go. And the R. All right. Let me zoom out one last time. I think I want to make this a little bit bigger. Whoops. I have two things. I want to just that. And I think I'll make angels bigger also. I'm not really going to make these butterflies black, but I think I'll just get a better look of what it appears to be when I do. Okay, let's zoom out. Okay, I'm fairly satisfied with that. The only thing I'm not the only thing I'm not crazy about is how big the word butterflies is. I think I'd like that to be larger if I can. Butterflies, let's see. And maybe that B is just a hair bit too big. And I want him to turn just a little. So anyway, you can keep messing with this till the cows come home. Till you're happy with it. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't like the way that S just went. So let me zoom in again. So I think you've probably seen enough of this and you're about yawning to death. So I'll come back when I finish this and show you what the finished product looks like. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Change the E. All right. So I'll be back. Okay, there's one more thing I have to do before I'm ready to cut these out of the vinyl, because if you go up here to make it right now, Cricut is going to automatically put all these letters the best way that it can to save me vinyl. But what a mess that would be. So I'm going to come back down to cancel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld the word butterflies together. So I'm going to take the word butterflies, if I can grab it all without getting anything else. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to weld it. Aha! Look at this. It didn't get the S. So I've got to undo and undo. So those should all be individual again. Okay, undo. All right. I think I need to move one of these butterflies temporarily to be able to weld, maybe both of those, to be able to grab this whole word butterflies. So I'm going to do that and now weld. And notice that butterflies is all welded together. If I go to make it, the word butterflies will go together and be cut together, making it easier to put it onto my plate. I'm going to cancel and go back and finish these other words. and weld them together, and then I'm going to cut it on my Cricut machine. So then I'll show you the final product. One more thing you must do before you do this on your vinyl is to come over here to where it says mirror and turn that on. Otherwise, you're going to be very sad. So here's the finished product. Thanks for joining me. Bye.